To keep you updated on the capital and financial markets, here is a recap of what happened.
The challenge of ensuring adequate retirement savings for Malaysians does not lie in the introduction of new financial products, but in refining existing frameworks. Manulife Investment Management licensed financial planner Rogen Devadasan said that rather than developing additional retirement schemes, most of the financial planning community and other investment industry players agree that well-structured and significantly larger tax incentives could be the key to encouraging Malaysians to maximize their employees' provident fund contributions. He said there are also other established options that Malaysians can explore, such as private retirement schemes and unit trust funds. By enhancing these incentives, policymakers could effectively nudge individuals towards more disciplined saving and investment habits, ensuring long-term financial security without the need for complex new solutions. World markets were slammed on the 3rd of April by US President Donald Trump's unveiling of reciprocal tariffs to match duties put on US goods by other countries. Stock markets tumbled and investors dashed to the relative safety of bonds, gold, and the yen. The S&P 500 nosedived almost 5%, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq ended down about 6%. US Treasury yields slid, China's yuan dropped to a 7-week low, crude oil slumped, and the dollar came under heavy selling pressure. French President Emmanuel Macron called for a suspension of investment in the United States until Donald Trump's brutal and unfounded new tariffs against Europe and the rest of the world were clarified. His comments followed President Trump imposing sweeping new levies on U.S. trading partners, including a 20% tariff on imports from the European Union. Future investments announced in the last weeks, should be suspended for a time for as long as the situation with the United States is not clarified, Macron told a meeting of French companies also attended by French ministers and Prime Minister François Bayrou. A new study posted to the SSRN preprint server by researchers from the University of Mannheim and the University of Essex shows that male and female fund managers invest in different sectors, influenced by their own consumption preferences. This has a significant effect on fund performance. Professor Dr. Hans-Peter Gruner and Professor Dr. Alexandra Niesen-Ruenzi from the University of Mannheim, together with Professor Dr. Christoph Siemrith from the University of Essex, investigated whether the gender of institutional fund managers affects their investment strategies. Their key finding: female fund managers invest their capital differently than their male colleagues. While the former group prefers to invest in sectors such as healthcare, male fund managers are increasingly focusing on sectors such as energy. An analysis of consumption and investment patterns from 2003 to 2019 as part of the study shows that this behavior is closely linked to private consumption preferences. Financial markets tumbled worldwide on Thursday due to worries about the damage US President Donald Trump's newest set of tariffs could do to economies across continents, including his own. In Canada, the S&P TSX Composite Index closed down 971 points, or 3.8%, as markets worried the latest round of US tariffs could sink the global economy into a recession. Canadian apparel brands, including Aritzia and Lululemon, were among companies that saw their stock prices slide. In the United States, the S&P 500 sank 4.8%, more than in major markets across Asia and Europe, for its worst day since the pandemic crashed the economy in 2020. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 1,679 points, or 4%, and the Nasdaq Composite tumbled 6%. The instability in the markets has left many wondering about their retirement investments. What happened was we had a risk-off trade because markets don't like unpredictability, Ron Aloni, a portfolio manager at Lead Financial, told Global News. Aloni said it is important that people don't have all their eggs in one basket, put your investments in multiple baskets. Watch the latest episode of Coffee Talk to find out about what is going on in the industry. Exclusively on FIMM's official YouTube channel. Read the latest issue of the e-Zine available at FIMM's official website to stay updated about what's going on in the industry.
This has been the FIMM TV Weekly Recap. Be informed, stay updated. Be sure to like, share and subscribe.